Hi everyone, Dave Verdoon here from innovationtutorials.com, making innovation practical. So have you ever had a situation in product development where improving one parameter hurt another parameter? I'm guessing yes. Product development is full of these. These situations are called conflicts or contradictions. So you can improve strength, but then you hurt weight. Or you can prove a process accuracy, but it hurts the time it takes to get it done. We wrestle with these all the time, and most people believe the only way to deal with this is to trade off in favor of whatever that most important parameter is. So in this video tutorial, you'll learn the power of and thinking over or thinking, or trade-off thinking. How conflicts or contradictions don't always have to be compromised. You'll learn Altshuller's contradiction matrix. You'll learn difficulties in using that matrix and how to overcome them. You'll learn the difference between physical and technical conflicts and how to go from one to another to yield more possible solutions. You'll learn a contradiction algorithm and much more. This tutorial will cover all that we mentioned above and go into great detail of the first 10 inventive principles, although we'll introduce you to all of them. The most common, easiest thing to do, which is probably the worst thing to do, is just to ignore it and hope it goes away. The second thing you can do, which is a little more proactive than that, is to compromise. If you have a weight-strength conflict, you might want to trade off in favor of whichever factor is more important. Because depending on which type of a conflict is, will determine which tools or skills you will use to solve the issue. So if it's a technical conflict, we're going to learn these things called the 40 inventive principles. There's a total of 39 parameters that were common things that developers at that time frame were trying to improve. And in doing that, you hurt the weight. In that intersection, he would put the inventive principles he found that are good at dealing with. So consider these inventive principles as little triggers for inventive thinking and innovative solutions. So let's look at inventive principle number 1, segmentation. Segmentation actually is divided into 3 little sub-directions. One is dividing an object into independent parts. A wind tree could generate a good part of the electricity for a given home. Segmenting a very large project into a bunch of little projects. This is a great example, localized heating. There's a brilliant new concept of intelligent, controllable, smart vents. So the vents know where the people are, and that's the part that gets heated. Inventive principle number 4 is asymmetry. You don't even have to look closely to see that the wings are not the same, but it flies more symmetrically and more economically than other normal symmetrical twin engines in its class. The boomerang solves a key safety problem. The outer part of the tire has bigger grooves and blocks, and that ensures stability in the corners and increased side traction. The internal side is responsible for the same cargo van also had a clever seat that folded into a nice functional table. The Russians call it matryoshka. Airplanes use the nesting principle, and the landing gear actually folds up into the fuselage, and that improves aerodynamics, speed, and fuel economy. The exact timing of the shot to coincide with the blade not being there. Very popular amongst military planes, less popular for civilian planes. If you looked at the left and right there, you can see where you put your feet when you're paddling. It's an engine-mounted fin that interacts with the water to reduce the porpoising, and it helps get the boat on plane quicker when starting out from a stop position. Scattered all over are these orange clay pigeons. Well, you could use the prior counteraction principle here. What if we could make the clay pigeons? It's the bridge sign. It says, if you hit this sign, you will hit that bridge. Brilliant.